Throughout history, heavyweight battles have been the star of every fight card. Why, you ask? Because these monsters pack power like a wrecking ball.
Только более мускулистый. Ну вот.
In the world of Titans, every punch could flip a fighter's life upside down, before and after. Every heavyweight stepping into the ring isn't just risking a loss, they're gambling their health, and sometimes even their life. It's this dangerous thrill that keeps fans glued to their screens, watching the destruction unfold in real time. Today we're bringing you a collection of iconic showdowns where real giants squared off in their quest for the title of the ultimate colossus. Get ready, because these are battles where size, power, and a lot of bad decisions can lead to some truly eye-popping consequences. One punch from these behemoths can rewrite someone's entire career. And the fans? They're all just waiting for the next jaw-shattering moment to hit. Buckle up, because this is where the big boys come to play. Bob Sapp versus Taro Akebono. Back in 2003, before Bob Sapp became the journeyman we know today, he faced off against sumo legend Taro Akebono. This fight marked Akebono's debut in K1, and he brought his entire family along to witness the spectacle. The fight began, and Akebono, seemingly a bit confused by the rules of the sport, tried to shove Sapp out of the ring just like in sumo. But of course, the ropes weren't having any of that. After dodging a few of Akebono's punches, Sapp wasn't about to stay quiet. He unleashed a series of thunderous punches straight to Akebono's face, sending him crashing to the mat. Akebono struggled to get up, but was quickly knocked down again. Despite his setbacks, Akebono showed impressive mental strength, getting back on his feet. But Sapp wasn't done. Another devastating punch sent Akebono into dreamland, ending with him in the iconic Thanksgiving turkey pose. And let's just say, it's probably not the best idea to bring your family to a fight. Rico Verhoeven versus Jamal Ben Sadiq. In October 2021, Glory Collision 3 was headlined by a clash of titans, the Dutch powerhouse Rico Verhoeven and the Moroccan wrecking machine Jamal Ben Sadiq. The fight was set for 5 rounds and things heated up almost immediately. After dropping Verhoeven, Ben Sadiq decided to throw in a few sneaky moves, nearly turning the whole event into a circus.
3 of the judges gave the first round to Rico, 2 to
By the second round, Verhoeven was already bleeding from a brutal shot. Ben Sadiq, now in full rage mode, unleashed a savage barrage of strikes. The Dutchman seemed like he might be in trouble, his defense crumbling as Ben Sadiq worked on painting his face with a splash of red.
If he's gonna stop coming, but this fights give you respect, you know?
And look at this from Jamal! Incredible stuff here in Arnhem!
But then, out of nowhere, Verhoeven came to life like a video game character with full health, landing a flurry of crushing punches that knocked Ben Sadiq out cold. And just like that, the Dutchman secured the win, proving that no one should count him out too soon. Jerome Le Banner versus Semmy Schilt. Next, we have a clash for the ages, where fighters of wildly different sizes went head to head. On one side, we have the French powerhouse Jerome Le Banner, and on the other, the giant Semmy Schilt, a man who could have easily starred in the King Kong franchise with his colossal frame. The difference in height wasn't just intimidating to Le Banner, it sent a wave of fear through everyone in the arena. But did Le Banner back down? Absolutely not. He stepped into the ring with one goal in mind: bring down the giant. Early on, Lebaner used pure determination to batter Schilt.
The two-time and defending champion. Oh, smack decision after knocking down Jerome Lebaner.
Look at his face, he looks so determined.
To fire, and Semmy Schilt once again on the back foot. Left hand from Lebaner. There's the jab from Schilt. Lebaner goes to the body, swings to the head.
But things took a turn when Schilt landed a knee that practically sent Lebaner's soul flying. Now in control, Schilt found his rhythm and started hacking away at Lebaner's legs like a lumberjack with a vendetta, turning the Frenchman into a one-legged fighter. Despite the agony, Lebaner was ready to push through. But his trainer, recognizing the warrior's spirit, made the call to stop the fight before Lebaner could become a human piñata. Timur/Chinen versus Denis Nadashkovsky. In this wild spectacle of genetic engineering, Timur Vityaz/Chinen and Denis Russian puncher Nadashkovsky, two giant fighters, faced off in a bout that looked like the final round of an NBA draft. The rules: straight up fist fighting, no gimmicks. /Chinen came out swinging like a man who thought he could knock down a skyscraper, but Nadashkovsky's jaw, unstoppable. It seemed like it was made of titanium, taking every hit like a champ. /Chinen missed punch after punch, but Nadashkovsky didn't even flinch. Instead, he patiently waited, saving his energy for the big moment. And when that moment finally came, a single powerful blow from the Russian puncher sent the fight into a dramatic ending. That's right, sometimes the key to victory isn't just brute force, but patience and the right punch at the right time. Bob Sapp versus Abdurrahman Shalan. In September 2018, Bob the Beast Sapp went head-to-head with sumo wrestler Abdurrahman Osunarashi Kintaro Shalan in Tokyo, the city where fans have a special love for colossal showdowns. Right from the start, Kintaro charged at Sapp, throwing a barrage of punches. But Bob, being the human sponge that he is, absorbed every shot, shrugged them off like they were nothing, and then unleashed a serious punch fest to Kintaro's head. Even though Bob was clearly running on empty, he wasn't ready to quit. Using nothing but pure willpower, he continued to stalk Kintaro, who by this point looked less like a fearsome tiger and more like a poor abandoned kitten. Sapp finished the fight with a victorious bang, proving once again that when it comes to resilience, the Beast is second to none. Gabi Garcia versus Destiny Yarbrough. Let's talk about Gabi Garcia, a Brazilian powerhouse who could have easily stepped into a modeling career and snagged the Miss Brazil title, but instead decided to bring the heat in MMA. She's not just a bodybuilder, she's an absolute force in the ring, unafraid to take on men and dominate them. Forget posing. Garcia's favorite position? Full mount, where she's got complete control. Now, Destiny D-Train Yarbrough might have thought he had a shot at stopping this Brazilian beast, but Garcia wasn't here for that. The moment they locked eyes, Garcia fired off a massive right hand, sending Yarbrough reeling.
Trying to keep her distance a little bit too much. She's definitely at a reach advantage. I think Gabi caught her a little bit with that right knee, and Destiny gave her a little bit of smile. Oh! Overhand right to a takedown attempt.
From there on, Garcia took charge, using her grappling to overpower him at will. A couple of takedowns later, and Garcia sealed the deal.
They rolled over. Yeah, here's Gabi going into full mount. Nice knee on the belly.
She's got a knee on belly, pushing her down. Back to side control here.
I'm just not seeing much movement from Destiny at this point. I don't know. She's not working towards guard. Americano.
She's got the Americano there. Now she needs a full mount. Use it to transition. Now she's going for the finish here.
Yeah,
and she gets the tap.
Very dominant performance.
Unbelievable performance there by Gabi Garcia.
Proving once again that muscles and strength are an unstoppable combination. Rocky Balboa versus Sandu Lungu. Next up, we have a fight you probably never saw coming. The fictional legend Rocky Balboa going toe-to-toe with real-life Romanian powerhouse Sandu Lungu. The fight began with Lungu charging in, throwing punches at Rocky like he was Ivan Drago trying to finish off the original Balboa. But the Rocky in this match? Not quite what you'd expect.
Trying to keep Sandu guessing. Underestimate just how strong Sandu is.
Yep, Sandu from a
Right
judo
upper-
from a judo background, very tough. Lands just shy of the temple. Sandu looking very composed now, marching in. Rocky with his Senegalese wrestling techniques.
Trying to get a grip.
Instead of bouncing back like a movie hero, he just got pummeled. Lungu kept the pressure on, and eventually, the Rocky of this fight had no choice but to give up.
The cleaner punches coming in from Sandu, and Rocky is down. The punches to the face, and he
Unable
taps.
to withstand the relentless barrage. Lungu made quick work of the fake Rocky, proving once and for all that some names are just too big for certain fighters to live up to. Islam Vagabov versus Nikita Bachin. In this fierce MMA battle, Islam Yakuza Vagabov faced off against Nikita the Viking Bachin. It started with a bit of respect between the two, but that didn't last long. Yakuza kicked things off with a sneaky strike to the back of Bachin's head. Then knocked him down while taunting him, because why not add some extra insult, right? Furious but composed, Bachin decided to let Yakuza recover. However, when the sneaky Titan tried to strike again without waiting for the referee's signal, it was too much for the Viking. He summoned all the wrath of Odin and sent a final thunderous blow that knocked Yakuza out cold and sent him straight into the shadows with a brutal finish. Mariusz Pudzianowski versus Michał Materla. Next up, we've got Mariusz the Dominator Pudzianowski.
Mariusz Pudzianowski! It's an absolute knockdown! That's the quickest knockdown in KSW history! Bombardier chopped with the legs, walks for Poland. What a big right hand! It's all over! It's a knockdown!
Five-time world's strongest man champ, squaring off against Michał Materla. The fight started with some distance between them, but Pudzianowski wasted no time, charging at his opponent like a man on a mission.
Pudzianowski bring the action, he pulls in, starts loading in on the punches. He's got a guillotine on there on the wire.
Materla, whose shorts boasted the word pitbull, was looking more like a scruffy mutt than the vicious canine his nickname promised to be. At one point, Pudzianowski landed a low blow, but Materla, ever the trooper, quickly recovered and tried to press on. Sadly for him, Pudzianowski was on a whole other level. One crushing punch later, the muscle-bound powerhouse sent Materla straight to the canvas. As
settled into this, but just look at the meat and the vein. It's a knockdown! Mariusz Pudzianowski with an uppercut. He takes out Michał Materla. No one saw.
As medics rushed in, they had to figure out whether he was more dazed from the punches or from trying to make sense of his own tattoos. Neil Cook versus Sandu Lungu. Back in 2011, Neil Cook found himself facing off against Sandu Lung, a man whose appearance screamed, "I'm hungry for a win." Lungu wasted no time and came out swinging, testing Cook's chin with some serious power shots. Cook tried to stand his ground, but instead of intimidating Lungu, it only seemed to stir the beast within him. Realizing he was running low on energy, Lungu didn't waste any time. He decided it was time to end things with a flurry of explosive punches. Cook tried to hang on, but Lungu's knockout power was just too much. In the end, Lungu walked away victorious, and the organizers were left scrambling, desperately trying to find a belt big enough to fit his massive frame. Daniil Elbaev versus Kadis Ibragimov. Let's start with Daniil Elbaev, a pot-bellied fighter who could easily be the living proof of Darwin's theory, as if he evolved from a scrappy rat. Elbaev is a fighter full of aggression, and he might just be the real-life version of the red bird from Angry Birds. But Kadis Ibragimov, he wasn't impressed in the slightest. He took one look at Elbaev and thought, time to teach this guy some respect for the heavyweight division. Right from the bell, Elbaev came charging at Ibragimov like he was after a bucket of fried chicken.
Регистрируйся на Винлайн и получи фрибет до 10 тысяч рублей. Узнай, какой фрибет выпадет тебе и сделай ставку на своего фаворита бесплатно.
But Ibragimov wasn't having it. He shut him down with a quick series of jabs that sent Elbaev crashing to the canvas, leaving the whole ring trembling. Another brutal overhand punch followed.
Ну, представьте, какая мощь. Kadis Ibragimov за 100 килограммов.
And just like that, Ibragimov defended the honor of the heavyweight division by knocking Elbaev straight out cold. Hassan Misi versus David Gazarian. In this clash of egos, Iranian fighter Hassan Misi, who looks like a supercharged, steroid-boosted version of Conor McGregor, squared off against David Gazarian. Misi entered the ring like he was the king of the world, full of cocky swagger and an air of invincibility. He quickly tried to bulldoze Gazarian with his raw power, but Gazarian wasn't intimidated in the least. Instead, Gazarian flipped the script, showing off some serious grappling skills by tossing Misi over like a rag doll. Misi wasn't going down that easily, though. He squirmed and tried to shake him off, but Gazarian's punches were relentless. It didn't take long before the referee saw Misi had no chance to recover and stepped in, calling it off. Gazarian's win was a clear reminder. Strength might get you somewhere, but technique, skill, and strategy, that's what really makes the difference in the ring. And there you have it, folks. These titans didn't just fight for victory. They battled for legacy, respect, and of course, bragging rights. Their epic clashes have cemented them as legends in combat sports. If you enjoyed the chaos, don't just stand there like a knocked out fighter. Smash that like button and subscribe for more. Trust me, you won't want to miss the next round.